channel. Today I am starting 8th standard mathematics for you. All the concepts of 8th standard mathematics will be explained to you in a very simple language so that you will like and love to learn maths. Our first chapter is equal triangles. I have drawn two triangles here. Okay, the sides of the triangles are 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 7 centimeter. With the same measures, I have drawn one more triangle PQR with base 7 centimeter and the other two sides 5 centimeter and 4 centimeter. Hope you know the meaning of vertices and sides. If you have doubt, I will clear that first of all. In triangle ABC, short way of denoting triangle ABC is like this. Draw a small triangle. In triangle ABC, the angles are the angles of the triangle. We can write the angles are angle. If you want to denote this angle, we write the name of this angle as angle CAB. Angle CAB. Or you can write it as just angle A. Similarly, we can represent this angle as either angle ABC, otherwise CBA. I am writing it as ABC, or you can represent it as just angle B. Again, to represent this angle, either you can write it as angle C, or otherwise you can write this angle name as angle ACB. Angle ACB. Okay. Which are the sides of the triangle? The sides are AB, AC and BC. Clear? Come to this triangle. Here the angles are angle P, angle Q and angle R. The sides are PQ, PR and QR. Okay. Now, what is the similarity or what can you say about these two triangles? These two triangles are drawn with the same length of sides. 5, here you have 5, 4, here you have 4, this side is 7, for this triangle base is 7. Now, if you keep this triangle over this triangle, imagine I am taking away this triangle and keeping it over this triangle, they will completely overlap. Okay, such triangles are called equal triangles. Another example I will give you. If you keep a 100 rupee note over another 100 rupee currency note, they overlap each other because their shapes and size are one and the same. Similarly, here we can say the shape and size of these two triangles are one and the same. Such triangles are said to be equal triangles. So you can say triangle ABC and triangle PQR are equal triangles. Did you understand the idea, the meaning of the chapter equal triangles? When are triangles equal? If all three sides of one triangle are equal to all three sides of another triangle, those two triangles are said to be equal triangles. Next idea. If three sides of a triangle are equal to three sides of another triangle, then the angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Is it clear? Let me repeat once again. If two triangles are equal, then the angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Let us write it in a table. Look at the table. I have written equal sides. This side I have written equal angles. Let us write equal sides first of all. In triangle ABC, AB equal sides. AB is equal to, here 5 centimeter is the side QR. So I can write AB is equal to QR. Clear? Side AB is equal to the side QR. Also, the side BC. Whenever you write the name of sides, you have to write it in an order. I wrote AB, then BC, then we can write AC. Okay? Now BC. BC is equal to, BC's measure is 7 centimeter. Here PQ's measure is also 7 centimeter. So we can write here PQ. The third side AC. AC is equal to 4 centimeter. Here PR is also equal to 4 centimeter. So I have to write here PR. Hope this idea is clear to you. I have written equal sides of both triangles. Now I am going to write equal angles of these triangles. See children, opposite to AB, which is the angle you see. AB is the side. Opposite to AB, you can see angle C. So I can write angle C is equal to QR. Opposite to QR, which is the angle? Yes, angle P. So I can write it as angle P. Angle C and angle P will be always equal. So to verify, what you have to do, you draw two triangles like this using your scale and compass and verify this idea. Angle C will be always equal to angle P. Come to the second one, BC. Opposite to the side BC, which is the angle A. Opposite to BC, we have angle A. So, see, I am drawing two lines so that it will be easy for you to remember. Be opposite to BC, I have angle A, and opposite to PQ, I have angle R. Here again, let me draw two lines so that you can write angle A is equal to angle R. Now the last one, AC. Opposite to AC, which is the angle B. See here, I am drawing three lines. Opposite to B, opposite to AC, you have angle B. So angle B is equal to angle Q. Is it clear? Now, without using the figure also, you can fill this table. I will teach you how. Opposite to AB. For a triangle, there are only three vertices. So, opposite to AB, you have C. Similarly, in triangle PQR, opposite to QR, there is only one vertex left. That is angle P. Again, opposite to BC, we have A. So I wrote A here. Opposite to PQ, the remaining one R. It is written over there. Opposite to AC, angle B. Opposite to PR, angle Q. Clear, children? So what is the idea we have discussed now? If two triangles have all their sides equal, then angles opposite to equal sides are equal. You have to by heart this statement. Children, I will teach you another important idea. Look at the triangle ABC drawn with measurements 3 cm, 5 cm and 7 cm. You all should draw a figure like this in your notebook. Then you will understand opposite to the longest side, you will get the biggest angle. Is it clear? Opposite to the longest side, 7 cm, you will get angle C to be the largest angle of this triangle. Also, the smallest side in this figure is 3 cm. So, measure angle B. You will understand the angle B would be the smallest angle. Angle opposite to 5 cm would be the angle between the smallest and the largest angle. This is a work for you to do and understand. Is it clear? Opposite to the longest side 7 cm, you have to do like this. You have to measure angle C. Draw the figure and measure the angle C. Again, you have to measure angle A and also you have to measure angle D. From this, what you are going to understand, opposite to 7 cm, you are going to get the largest angle. And opposite to the smallest side 3 cm, you are going to get the smallest angle. And in between A and B, you will get the middle angle. That is, you will get a number in between these two numbers. And if you add the sum of the three angles, you will always get 180 degree. By drawing this figure, you can verify the sum of all angles in a triangle to be always 180 degree. That's all for today. See you again in the next class. Thank you.